his fingers dance. Electric craze, you win, you lose, the screen displays. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Pinball clatters, jackpot rings, 8-bit world where power springs. Twits his hum, the chaos sings, forever young on timeless wings. Press start to play. The night won't decay. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade.
Welcome to the Retro Legends Arcade. Friday night just got legit. Let me say hello to some people in the chat. Good to see you, Wingo. Good to see you, Dark Death Rider TV. Welcome to the stream, Soggy Bacon. Legend on AtGames Pinball. He's all over the leaderboards. Welcome to the stream. One of the great arcade gamers in our community, Sacro. Always stiff competition. Fantastic arcade gamer. Welcome to the show. We're going to start like we always do, talking about games. And boy, do I have a game to talk about tonight. I found out something that I love is absolutely 100% free. Costs you nothing at all. And we're going to talk a little bit about Nibbler. And we're going to introduce all the games we'll be playing this week. We got a ton of news. We'll get to that after we introduce the games. Because first and foremost, this show is for gamers and about the games we play each week. Thank you. Jabba's here. Good to see Jabba. It's late for him. He's in the UK. Dropping some Atari. Have you played your Atari today? Absolutely, Soggy Bacon. You're more than welcome to join us. This is an open community. There's no gatekeeping. Nobody's locked out. It's not behind a Discord. Everyone is welcome to play. You just have to take a photograph of your game. Could not be easier. But we're going to start introducing the games. And here we go. Let's check them out. Today we're going to be playing Nibbler. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the stream. This is one of my favorite games. This is a deep cut. Game Nibbler. It's made by Rockola. 1982. Okay, in case you don't know what you're seeing, there is a iScore QR code. You scan that with your phone, takes you directly where you enter your score. You can play this on anything. Hey, we got mikeyoon here. Welcome to the chat, mikeyoon. Man, you could play this on a $100 or $50 Ambernick. This game plays perfectly fine. Nibbler is an absolute arcade classic. A lot of people have never even played it, but it is absolutely fantastic. So let's check it out. Here's a clip of this game out in the wild. Okay. And of course, this game is the topic of a great documentary film called Man vs. Snake. If you've not seen Man vs. Snake, I'm going to show some trailers from Man vs. Snake. The reason why I mention this, it's related to the arcade cab I just shown, because that arcade cab was signed and autographed and played on by one of the world champions of Nibbler, Tim McVeigh. Let's check out this clip from Man vs. Snake.
You can't believe it even after you see it. The way Tim plays this Nibbler game.
Honestly, I haven't talked about the record for years. I don't like blowing my own horn, I guess. First time I saw Nibbler, I walked into the arcade down at Twin Galaxies. What's the big deal? He's got 700 million. Well, it doesn't matter what he's got. When he's done, I'll just wipe it off anyway.
There are millions of people that can't score 10,000.
The billion on Nibbler was one of the 7 summits.
The first billion-point game was going to take place.
Like Everest, you knew it could be climbed.
10 million to go, half hour to get there.
Highest score ever recorded on any video game ever.
I can't believe I'm going to get it.
1 billion points on Nibbler.
He got 1 billion points on Nibbler. What the is Nibbler?
Tim was coming out of retirement.
He's the big guy. Is he still a big guy?
I don't like to brag, but I don't think there's a player in the world that could have beat me.
Video game players have a somewhat inflated ego.
Who's the best player? I am. Am I making this stuff up? No. Is this the way we do things around here? Yeah. You're out of line,
Oh.
Dwayne is just a natural.
I'm gonna go for 1 billion, want to see what it looks like.
I want to prove that I can do it again.
The new age of athleticism.
My husband's gonna wipe the floor with him.
Let's do this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Pick up all the dots and not run
Got
into
some
yourself.
Nibbler.
It's fast.
Man versus Snake.
Lightning strikes.
This is my record.
It's just a question of time before someone breaks it.
Son of a bitch.
It's just that no one has Nibbler games.
What's Nibbler?
Man
What's
versus
Nibbler?
Snake.
God, I'm sick of that question.
Did I ever think, wow, I need to get good at this game?
Is there any cute girls watching?
No. That game is crazy.
Not a lot of people have done that. Tom Rapp.
If you want something bad enough, go get it.
Where the hell is this haze coming from?
Absolutely. And Man versus Snake. It's a great documentary. You can watch it right now. It's available. You just type in Man versus Snake in Google, and it'll take you to the site where you can watch the video. It was on Amazon Video for a while, and they pulled it. So I was going to recommend you just watch it on Amazon, but it's been pulled off it. So, but you can still watch it. Just type Man versus Snake. Okay, and I got some good news. Man versus Snake right now, tonight, this weekend. You can watch it for free on YouTube. Link in the description of this video. It costs you nothing to watch this movie. This is a fantastic documentary about love of golden age arcades, and it's just so good. I cannot recommend it highly enough. When I found out that this had came to YouTube as a free movie you can watch, it costs nothing at all. I had to theme this whole stream around Nibbler. Nibbler is a fantastic arcade game, and it's going to be so fun to watch people compete in this game. This question comes up a lot in the document. Was the Unabomber a Nibbler champ? He just happens to have the same name. That is an unfortunate coincidence. Happy Friday. And let's continue checking out my footage of Nibbler here. Let's see. I'm going to show one more trailer, and then I'm going to show the game again that was autographed by Tim McVeigh. This is another trailer, so totally different type of trailer for Man versus Snake.
When one seeks great truths in life and one tries to elevate one's vision to high plateaus of greatness, one expects a noble trajectory.
It's sort of like Everest. You knew it could be climbed.
It's there, and so it...
Yeah, it might be on YouTube.
Only one person will be remembered as being the guy that did it first.
Great documentary, great film. I think I've watched it like 3 times.
Quarters are hard to come by.
It's as good as King of Kong.
Age that set the scoring benchmark of 1 billion points.
But a little back of the envelope calculation shows that you're going to be playing for 2 days.
By the time he reached his 1 billion points, Tim McVeigh had logged 44.5 hours of non-stop play on 1 quarter.
It's absolutely insane to sit at a video game that long.
I mean, this is real, like, kind of epic, mythic attempt to get this 1 billion points.
You can't believe it even after you see it. The way it comes was Tim McVeigh plays his Nibbler game, guiding the slithering snake and racking up the points.
He did that. He got 1 billion points on Nibbler.
Billion points.
What the fuck is Nibbler?
Billion.
Nibbler is a snake that's going through a maze.
The sound of Nibbler makes you want to be anywhere but in front of it.
It's fun to play for the first 20 minutes, and then it's not so fun.
Nibbler, it's a horrible game. The guy who got 1 million points is
Great game.
Wait a second. It's different Tim McVeigh, totally nice guy. Not a terrorist.
If somebody ever had everyday, ordinary farm-town boy tattooed on his head, that was Timmy. You didn't have to be in a big city. You could be anywhere and be the best.
Tim had an energy to him. He had a magic that made him say, I want to be a superstar.
And on Tim McVeigh Day in Ottumwa Saturday, this self-proclaimed video game capital honored its hometown whiz with a key to the city and the keys to a Nibbler game of his very own.
Ho battuto il punteggio mondiale.
È di un americano.
Sì, un certo McVeigh.
1 miliardo e 1 milione di punti hai fatto.
Sì.
Incredibile, incredibile.
I'm Enrico Zanetti from Italy. I broke the Nibbler record that occurred 25
Nibbler.
years ago.
Apparently somebody had beat my record, so that little voice in my head says, you gotta beat this back.
Invidia, uno dei 7 peccati capitali.
Envious, envious.
Tim wants to make sure there's no shadow of a doubt on his accomplishment, that he is Mr. Nibbler.
At first I thought he was kind of crazy when he said, I want to go for this record again.
It's going to be a tough thing for him to do.
I don't know if it's realistic for Tim. I wish him good luck on it.
I gotta get used to standing, I gotta get used to setting, I gotta get used to not sleeping, planning my bathroom breaks. I think it's gonna be like riding a bike. I don't think there's a player in the world that could possibly beat me on it.
Who's the best player? I am.
Man.
Am I making this shit up? No. Is this the way we do things around here? Yeah. You're out of line, you fucking cocksucker.
His name, Dwayne Richard. They called him the Kid, and he was the best.
People recognize me as the best all-around classic game player from both back in the 80s and currently.
Dwayne Hart is a classic arcade gamer. He is a competitor that you do not want to face in a competition.
I'm gonna go for 1 billion because I want to see what it looks like.
I'll state this publicly, okay? This is my record. Nibbler's my game.
People think I come to kill him, and I would. Classic Repo Man line.
Wow, these guys are serious about their video game scores.
1 quarter, 1 credit, 1 game.
A billion points is like a Tour de France. They've got to be mentally very tough, very determined, and have the physical stamina.
This is non-stop play where the game is challenging in every single moment.
Just the way the pacing goes, death is inevitable.
I'm tired of people talking shit about marathoners. If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it.
Nibbler's a harsh mistress. You can't begin to predict what's going to happen.
It's not as if it's easy. It isn't fucking easy. It's fucking hard.
It's tough. It's very, 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 very tough.
It's gotta be tough to be a world-class athlete.
Most people see their opportunities elsewhere.
World-class
Tim sees his on a video game console from 1982.
I said I was never doing it again 25 years ago, though, and so how stupid am I?
The fact that he did it once doesn't guarantee you'll be able to do it again.
I'm not sure if I can take it back. I'll definitely try.
In the movies, it looks so easy.
Suck it up!
What do you think I'm doing?
He's got a bigger Nibbler than me. There's something wrong with the camera!
I'm proud of him. Not a lot of people have done this. Home route.
Yeah, that's cool. They'll remember me forever.
It's psyched.
What's Nibbler? What's Nibbler? What's Nibbler? What's... God, I'm sick of that question.
And there you go, man. Nibbler. See, Tim McVeigh autographed this Nibbler. This game was working perfectly at the Game Preserve. There, Tim McVeigh. The AtGames emulation on this is good. Plays accurate. Maybe I'll try one more game. I don't think I'm going to beat 17,390, but I'll try one more. That was a pretty sweet run. Is that a tango, that music, that style? Sounds like something that I would see in an episode of, I would hear in the episode of The Addams Family. Cowabunga, dudes. Well, there you go. There was a look at Nibbler. We got the legendary Carl O joining us. He was in this original broadcast when I first filmed this Nibbler footage. And now you can watch the movie for free, which is fantastic because this movie, I'm telling you, if you're into retro gaming at all, if you're into arcade gaming, if you love the 80s, and one thing I want to say about AtGames, you know, they get a lot of criticism, but look at how beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I mean, that is the exact Nibbler experience right in your arcade, man. How cool is that? I mean, plays perfect, looks perfect. It's got the marquee. So Nibbler is one of our official games in the Retro Legends tournament. And we're going to talk some AtGames news in a bit. But welcome to the stream, Carlo. It's good to have you here. Next thing I'm going to talk about, of course, is the AtGames released the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pinball machine game. And this game is really great. If you have not played it, if you have an AtGames pinball device, this is a must play. This is probably one of the best AtGames originals that they've ever made. So we're going to check out a little bit of my review. I'm right here. If you have a question or you want to roast me, right here, I'm willing to answer any questions. This will be in the Retro Legends Arcade Tournament this week. You can drop your scores. There'll be a QR code. You just scan that with your phone, drop it in the tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun playing this game. I've been loving playing it. So, I mean, I can't wait to play it competitively. See, we already have some scores up for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but this is a fantastic game. And I'm going to kind of get into why I think it's so great in a minute. But I highly recommend this game. Papa Brad here. Today we're taking a deep dive into something totally tubular. AtGames Legends Pinball. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles HDP pinball machine. I had some people ask me if I could just show some shots of the pinball machine in action. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the title game, and here it is. You always got to give the people what they want. Enjoy. Before I get started, be sure to check out my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles HDP review on my channel. Consider hitting that thumbs up button and subscribing to the channel. Now let's check it out. For the video today, I have 2 games of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that you can watch. I'm also going to show off what the table looks like so you can get a good picture of what this machine looks like, how the title game plays. This is an AtGames original, and this is just as good as Baby Shark, as the firefighting game. I love it. It's great. And I'm just going to shut my trap and stop yapping and let you enjoy the gameplay. Very fun game. Very satisfying loops. Very rewarding when you get it down in that lower play field. So check it out. Make up your own mind. Make up your own opinion. Please comment on the video. And thank you for your time, and thank you for watching.
Katana combo. Nice work, brothers. That was some solid ninja action. Let's see if we can top it next time.
First thing I'd like to mention is that this table has the recorded voice of Cam Clark, who was Leonardo in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's pretty awesome that they recorded one of the actual turtles themselves on the table, and he does all the gameplay callouts.
Nice work, brothers. Hot Pursuit bonus awarded.
Let's talk a little bit about my opinions of the game. First off, I love the game. I think it's fun. I think it's approachable for new players and challenging for advanced players, especially getting into that sunken play field, which feels great when you get down there and you get to play down there. I feel like the game is balanced really well. I've found no shortcuts or exploits to get huge scores easily, and that tells me this game, a lot of thought went into it. I feel like the flow of the table is excellent with all the ramps. It's a lot of fun. The ball, it doesn't get jammed up anywhere. There's a lot of great shots, and it's a lot of fun to play. Of course, the game comes in 3 versions. We'll take a quick little flyby of each play field. This is the 4KP version. Obviously, it's going to have the crispest visuals with the 4K screen. I've extensively played all 3 of these now back to back. You're not going to be disappointed with any of the versions. But you can see there's just an extra little touch of sharpness with the 4K version. I would say the 4K and the HDP version are very close. It's incredible how close the gameplay and graphics are between the HDP and the 4KP. It's pretty amazing when you have them side by side. Shredder's looking awesome on this table. Let me do a flyby of the HDP. See how remarkably close the graphics are. The gameplay, I would say, is identical. I cannot tell a difference between the 4K gameplay and the HDP gameplay. That card might be a little bit sharper on the 4KP just due to the higher resolution. But when the game's in motion and just the graphics, the way they did them, it's so incredibly close. There's Shredder flexing again. Look how three-dimensional that looks with the little scuffs on the glass. It makes it look like it's actually there. One of the cool things about the HDP is you do have a dedicated DMD, which you do not have with the original ALP, which this is the original ALP. You can see they have to, and you can see like the original ALP, you know, you don't have a DMD. So that's one of the cool things about the new one. Put the DMD in the middle of the back glass image. And that's something that the new machine fixed with an 8-inch DMD. But overall, they look pretty comparable. What do you think? Leave a comment. So now to my overall scoring for the table. There's things that I absolutely love about the table. I think the theming was well done, especially when you see it in the cabinet with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme. I like the Shredder Bash toy. I like the flow of the table. It's a lot of fun. The loops are very satisfying. If you have the SS... Okay, I'm going to stop right there just for a second. One thing I think you can really see well from this little bit of footage, you can see how close these tables are in action. This is the HDP right next to the 4KP. Check out this footage and really look at the machines in action. I'm going to put it back up. SF kit, it absolutely shines on this table. It sounds fantastic. The gameplay is approachable enough for beginners. There's quite a bit of challenge there for your more advanced players. They're going to want to try to get into that lower play field, score some big points. So my overall ranking for the game, how would I rate it? This is one of the best Magic Pixel tables. It's tough for me to say that it's the best AtGames original. I really like the Firefighter game a lot. I feel like this game is every bit as good as that. It's a different kind of game. This has more classic pinball feeling elements into it. And as a player, I love the gameplay. So I would rate this game, actually I would rate it a 10. I think it's that good. And I think the more you play it, there's a lot of nuances, there's a lot of rules, there's a lot of tricks. And when you really get into the table, that's the strength of a good table. You know, if you can instantly beat it, it's too easy. I think this one's balanced just right. And that's why I'm going to give it a 10. I think it's the perfect table to have with the HDP. I'm going to pause right there. That is definitely a main topic. That is a main topic we're going to get into in the news section of the show. After we get all these games introduced, we're going to definitely get deep into the changes to the Flipper Friends, the changes to tournaments, how leaderboards are done. We're going to get deep into the weeds with that and talk about it. Soggy Bacon, the 4KP looks quite a bit better, crisper, brighter, more realistic. Super glad I got the 4KP. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more money too. But yeah, there is a difference. I mean, there's a reason to go into the high end. But what I'm saying is, look, if you compare it to like the HD, it's a huge step up. And also it's running the processor and the chipset of the 4KP. So when you play the game on the machine, it is like buttery smooth. The frame rates of the games and the gameplay is fantastic. I mean, I swear the lag is even lower than it is on the 4KP. But, you know, fortunately, this is not an arcade one-up. I hear you. And I know you have issues with AtGames, and I'm still glad you're here. And welcome to the show, Video Game Vegas. You're always welcome here. I even gave you a wrench so no one can touch you, but you're welcome here. You're always welcome to be part of my community. You know, I am probably the opposite of him. I am, you know, I'm pretty much, I love AtGames. I've always liked it. I've owned all these machines. You know, I will have bought all 3 of my pinballs from AtGames. So I like supporting AtGames. I really like playing the games. You know, if I was a millionaire, I would probably have a row of real pinball machines. But I'm just an average Joe. You know, I'm a public school teacher. I don't have a ton of money. I love playing these games. I love being part of a community that likes to play games. And, you know, let's all try to get along and just have fun. But, you know, I feel like this game gets a deserved 10. And the reason why is the gameplay. I feel like this perfectly balances the classic pinball feel with some new elements. You know, I like the way that the game is themed. And, you know, people that are complaining, oh, I can't get down in the lower play field. Get good, practice. This game is like no other. Rewards accuracy and skill. I mean, this is like the classic Williams tables, the older ones. This game will reward a skilled player really well. So that's the key of why I gave it a 10. It's all about the gameplay. I fell in love with the way the game plays. I did put a complete, I'll pull this up real quick while we're talking about the turtles, but I put a link to this, which is the complete rule book for playing the pinball. And this is going to tell you all the tricks and tips to play the game. And this is all free. So you know, you can look at the rule set, and when you learn how to play the game, you're going to find out it's a fairly deep game with a lot of fun elements. And once you figure out everything that's going on, it really rewards you for learning the game. Awesome. A Jersey Jack Guns N' Roses. I love that pinball. I've had a chance to play that quite a bit. But it's a fantastic pinball. So congratulations, Soggy Bacon. I know you're going to love it. That is a great machine. But anyway, the link to this is in the, it's free. The link to this is in the description of this video. And these guides really tell you exactly what to do when you play the pinball. You know, got Video Game Vegas saying he did love the new Elvira tables, Hubba Hubba. And, you know, who doesn't like Elvira? I mean, come on. Elvira is a legend. If you don't like Elvira, there's something wrong with you. That's all I got to say. Speaking of which, I do have to pay homage to the sponsor of the show. We got a new sponsor here at Retro Legends Arcade. No, it's not AtGames. Let's check out our new sponsor.
Nasty weather got the little monsters uptight. Make it a blockbuster night. Blockbuster has something for everyone. Even the buttiest little beasts settle down to enjoy Blockbuster. I just love a family night. If the weather's a fright, make it a Blockbuster night.
Huge shout out, props and respects. There is no one like Elvira, the queen of pinball. She has 3 pinball machines named after her. I mean, who does not love Elvira? I mean, to me, if AtGames would ever do it, I would love to have an HDP version of the Elvira table, and not do Scared Stiff, do Party Monsters, because the artwork on the cabinet is better. It's got the classic Elvira on the side. That would be something I would have to have. And if you're interested in the HDP, I do have a video. It's been doing fantastic. It's been doing gangbusters. It's funny. I have the #1 video on this machine, and people act like it doesn't exist. And I like go over everything about the machine. I show every inch of it, tell you all about it. And it's like it's invisible to certain YouTubers, but it's out there on YouTube. And the people that are interested are watching. It's doing fantastic. And a huge thank you to AtGames for sending me the machine for review. Check it out. I decided I am going to purchase the machine because I like it that much. And I'm going to buy it with my own money because I want to own it. And I want to have not say that it was given to me for free. Because then every time I talk about it, people will say, oh, that was given to you for free. So that's why I'm purchasing it. So let's check out the rest of my Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles review. I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Game over? More like game on. The next round's ours.
I gotta pause it. We got a rarity here on Retro Legends Arcade, a very big rarity. We got a super sticker. If you have not checked out Steps Turbo Show, she did a fantastic stream. I literally was watching it 2 seconds before I went live here, but she has a fantastic stream up. Go check out her stream she did tonight. Really great stream. You could put a link to it in the chat. You have a wrench Steps, but I would love to promote your stream. It was really interesting and very good. Elvira was my Halloween song. She's 74. I tell you, she looks, for being 74, I mean, it's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, the retro babes tend to get my videos with a little bit of extra restriction, so we're going to put a cap on that. I need to get 5 super chats to make it worth showing a retro babe, because basically the video at that point, it will not work too well on YouTube. But yes, I hope the HDP brings in a ton of players, and really that is the key of why they went this direction. You know, the problem is with the world we live in and the tariffs and what's going on, the 4KP is becoming more and more and more expensive. And that's why this machine, it's really about 90% of what a 4KP is. You don't have that gigantic, beautiful back box with the screen that does reflect on the playfield a little bit. So it is a little distracting, but it is a beautiful screen in the 4KP on the back box. You have the same size DMD, and the games play fantastic on it. I mean, they really are going to have this thing. They're going to have this thing purring. Please check out the stream after mine, though. After mine. But check out Steps Turbo Show. This was a must-see YouTube. Very good stream tonight. Well done, Steps. We got Carlo coming in with some wisdom. And Carlo knows AtGames. He's been a fan of AtGames for a long time, just like me. He said, I paid $7.79 for an HD years ago. For $9.99, this is a nice upgrade, especially the art and the processor power. And I agree. I mean, I bought the machine And I've got all the tables on it now. I bought them. I just bought them outright because I know I'm going to play it and I want to have it to review games. So it's going to be part of something that is going to be part of all of my channels. You know, AtGames has always been at the key and at the heart of Papa Brad's gaming. And so, you know, I will be covering this. This is just something I want to cover. Smaller back box is the biggest visible difference. I do agree. Even more so than the screen differences. The 1080p screen, when you're playing the games and when you look at them side by side, they're very close. Because, you know, the Zen tables, for example, they don't even run at 4K. Like the ones that run at 4K, you will notice it more. Something like Sea of Thieves, something like the Taito tables. But with Zen, they're going to make Zen's going to absolutely rip on this machine because it's the same chipset with a lower resolution. So once they optimize it, it's going to be nice. You know, 100% video game Vegas. We're going to talk about, you really don't ever own any games anymore. I'm a huge fan of physical media, purchasing games. And, you know, AtGames is really no different than Nintendo, no different than the newer PlayStation games where basically you're buying a game code. To me, this HDP is a fantastic entry level into a VPN, and it's an affordable price. You know, I wish they could hold that $9.99 price level. That is really the perfect price for someone getting a quality virtual pinball machine at home. And that's not a realistic price for them to hold. So, like, if you're interested in the HDP, I would take advantage of that Black Friday deal. This is going to be sold through Sam's Club and through retailers. This is not going to be sold directly by AtGames. So, you know, I do like, it's kind of, you have two platforms. You have the higher end, which will be the 4KP, and you'll have the HDP, which is going to be the other machine they're really going to be pushing in the future, in my opinion. Totally disagree with that. Yeah, Nintendo Switch is the same way. You don't own the games really. You just, you know, basically it's all digital anymore. You know, and that's just the world we live in. I'm a retro gamer. I love buying retro. Actually, I am collecting PS3 games now because that's where the sweet spot is for buying games. That's the best deal, in my opinion. You know, Jabba's 100% right. And you don't have to have an AtGames to play in our tournaments. You can play on any platform. The great deal is the Zaccaria. I bought this like last year. I got this when it was Black Friday. But, you know, the pack they have, is it called the Platinum Pack or the Premium Pack on Steam? That is the best way to buy the Zaccaria tables. I do agree. I play them on there too. And I can play it through OTG on a 4KP. So as an OTG machine, maybe the 4KP is the one to have. But for most people who aren't going to do all that craziness, this HDP is a very practical, good option for average people to get into virtual pinball. But let's check this out. Let's put this on. Let me see how to get this back. There it is. Let's see here. Let's see, there I am on the back glass. Number 6, Papa Brad's Gaming. This is a fantastic game. This is definitely one of the best Magic Pixel games. Love this game. It's fantastic. Highly recommend it. It's going to get a great score. It's fantastic. It's fun to play. It's got a deep rule set. It's excellent for more advanced players. It's accessible for beginners. Great game. Good job, AtGames and Magic Pixel. Love it. And at least for today, I'm on the back glass. Looking good. World Cup Soccer Pinball captures the excitement and energy of the... Okay, let's see. We're on to our last pinball, which is going to be World Cup Soccer. And y'all both have wrenches, so like you can't really do anything to each other, but y'all can talk to each other. You know, maybe one day we'll find some common ground between Carlo and Video Game Vegas. You know, what a beautiful world that would be. But you know, you both are untouchable, so the only one that can mod you is me at this point. So if y'all want to talk, and I'm fine with people having different opinions. I'll never ban anyone for having a different opinion than me. Only if you're making personal attacks on people in my chat or on me personally. But you know, yeah, I'd pay to see that. That would be a good battle. So, but in VR, which is another way to play, if you're not familiar, you could play this game. It is on the AtGames Pinball, but it's also in VR. You can play Pinball Effects. But World Cup Soccer is a great pinball, and that's going to be our other pinball we're playing this week. Let's check it out. 1994 FIFA World Cup. The vibrant artwork, the sound effects, even the playfield design transport you right into the heart of the soccer action. It's like having a mini World Cup tournament in your own home. One of the standout features of this table is the gameplay mechanics. Here are a few reasons why the gameplay is so engaging. First and foremost, the goalie and striker mechanism in the center of the playfield is not just for show. It's a fun and challenging feature where you aim to shoot the ball past the goalie to score goals. It adds a layer of strategy and excitement that keeps you coming back for more. Multi-ball madness. This game offers multiple multi-ball modes, including the exhilarating final draw multi-ball. Multi-ball modes are... Hold on a second, my mic's not on. I'm gonna pause it just there for a second. One of the great things about AtGames is if you look at the flexibility. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, I'm still on the screen at the bottom. Okay. So what you can see in this picture, you can see you can run the game through their machine directly through software, or you could play it through Pinball Effects using a computer. But this is OTG and actually running native on the machine. But another great way to play, I mean, we are in a golden age. I mean, if you love pinball and being able to play virtual pinball at home, there's no better time to jump into the virtual pinball hobby. I mean, you've got lots of great ways to play. You know, Jabba plays on a PC. He's fantastic. He is one of the legends of virtual pinball. If you start looking in the high scores on these machines, he is a fantastic player. But you've got OTG there. We now have VR where you wear the VR goggles. You can even play with the X Arcade, which is something I love. Basically, you know, it simulates it in VR very well. You can even nudge now. They have a kit coming out where you'll be able to do physical nudging, which it works good in the games. You know, there you go. Everyone can have a different opinion. He likes playing them on FX. You know, and the X Arcade, you can run it a lot of different ways. Yeah, the blessing and curse of AtGames is they're trying to have it do everything. Problem when you make a product and you try to make it do everything, it's easy to break something. You might fix one thing and break something else, you know. You know, an X Arcade is just basically a controller, but the way they've made it, it's integrated into Pinball Effects VR. So it is a whole different ball game because the way the game Pinball Effects VR is designed to work with the X Arcade. And Wingo, thank you so much. That's why we have a bunch of different tables. You know, I try to give you a variety of things to play. Some things may be different than like what Flipper Friends would be running from AtGames. Just some different kinds of games you can play that are fun. Some, you know, and this week, like I said, I did the Nibbler because I feel like it's you can watch a movie for free. I mean, that is a miracle because that is a fantastic movie. It's every bit as good as King of Kong, which is another great retro gaming movie, but you have to check it out. Links in the description. It's for free. I'm giving you the instructions for the turtles if you want to learn how to play it. Yeah, I mean, everyone needs to have thick skin. If you're on YouTube, that's part of the game. Jabba said he built a brand new arcade stick for pinball. Go and give it a run tomorrow. And I'm not sure if it's official yet, but I believe Jabba will be doing some tournaments too, and I will 100% support him because he plays in my tournament. So 100% support anything Jabba does. Great new channel. Check him out. World Cup Soccer. This is a great game. I've really fell in love with it because I've been, I keep coming back to it and playing it over and over again, and I really like it. Literally, when you get to the end of it, it does this World Cup where it's just fantastic. It has a great wizard mode if you ever get that far, but it's fun. It's just really a fun game, A staple for high scoring opportunities to add a thrilling and chaotic element to the gameplay on a pinball machine. The game has diverse modes and objectives, from advancing through cities to reaching the World Cup final. The game is packed with varied modes that keep gameplay fresh and exciting. Each mode represents new challenges and rewards, ensuring you'll never get bored. And of course, this game is also one of the games that you can play on Pinball Effects VR, which is an absolutely incredible experience. So come play on the Retro Legends leaderboards. Get a score. Even in VR, you can post it right on our leaderboards. Just upload the photograph. I scored links are in the description of this video. Looks good in VR, you have to admit. And let's not forget the nostalgia factor. For those that remember the 1994 World Cup, this pinball table is a delightful trip down memory lane. A piece of history that combines the joy of soccer with... That's kind of funny. Look at the... I'm so used to looking at my pinball now. I got the Buy Stuff store artwork, and I have a control panel, but I will say this. One of the things I really like about the HDP is they did away with this logoing on the front of where your controls are. Plus, I really didn't make a video on it yet, but the HDP, I'm all like on the 4KP, I'm always wearing out the start button. I literally play the pinball so much. I literally have went through like 3 or 4 just start buttons on the machine. And now they put it into the joystick, which is way better. So like on the new model, it has a great directional pad, and in the center of it is your play button, which is really fantastic. I mean, that's the way it should have been all along. They pretty much got the redesign of that was fantastic. Plus the art is laminated into the plastic, so it's not a sticker or anything, which you can get high quality stickers just like arcades use. So that's not even a big deal. But yeah, I really do like I did not like this Legends Pinball 4KP artwork where your controls are. So I think they're moving in the right direction on that. The timeless fun of pinball.
Cup 94.
Now let's talk about the audios and visuals. Sound effects, music, and voiceovers are top notch. Enhance the immersive experience, making you feel like you're in a stadium filled with cheering fans. The bright, colorful playfield is not only visually appealing, but also clearly laid out, helping you easily identify your targets and objectives. The artwork on this table is fantastic, capturing the excitement and spirit of soccer. The dynamic light show adds to the spectacle, especially during multi-ball and World Cup final modes. It's a feast for the eyes and really draws you to the game. Finally, let's not forget this nostalgia factor. Those who remember the 1994 World Cup, this table is a delightful trip down memory lane. It's a piece of history that combines the joy of soccer with the timeless fun of pinball. The playfield is packed with features, so let's break it down to the key elements. The skill shot. When you plunge the ball, aim for the skill shot target. Hitting it scores points and can give you a nice head start. The main toy on the playfield is the goalie and the striker mechanism. Your goal here is to shoot the ball past the goalie and score a goal. Each goal advances you closer to the World Cup final. Ramps and orbits. There are ramps on the left and the right. Completing ramp shots helps you build up your bonus multipliers and advance through the game modes. Let's dive into the modes. Williams World Cup Soccer has several exciting modes to keep you on your toes. So it's just a little tutorial about how to play the game, how to get into the modes. One of the cool things of this game is all the shout-outs are done by Tim Kittro, who did the NBA Jam arcade game, all the shout-outs, So you basically have the same announcer as NBA Jam. World Cup Final. To reach the World Cup Final, you'll need to score goals and complete other objectives like advancing through all the cities. Once you're there, your goals. You could screenshot this. This is the rule set for the game. This is the ultimate help card. This tells you all the different rules of the game if you want to get through the whole game. To score as many goals as possible within a limited time. The game has many multi-ball modes. There are multiple ways to start multi-ball, including the striker's hideout. During multi-ball, keep the balls in play to maximize your scoring activities. Hitting specific targets will light the lock. Locking balls is essential for scoring multi-ball modes. TV mode. Now I'll put a pause on it right here. I want to read this comment and give some props. Jabba. I'm old school, man. I play a lot of tournaments. Need to record more. I am old school too. I remember in the arcades putting my quarter on the glass and taking a shot at these games. That's what it was all about. Like if you were in the retro era, the 80s, if you grew up in the 80s, I lived through the golden age of arcades. And, that was part of the fun, that competition, the friendly competition, guys just having fun. It's all about the games, getting better at the games, learning how to play the game, sharing the knowledge you have so that people can really learn these games and have fun, And that's it. Let's see. Should have known. Should have had him say he's on fire. Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely hear that it's the NBA Jam guy, 100%, Yeah, and once again, opinions are fine. As long as it's not personal, you can have an opinion different than mine. I will show it. I'm not afraid. But, you're welcome to have a different opinion. So let's put it back on the modes. By hitting the TV scoop, you can start various TV modes. Each mode has unique objectives like extra ball opportunities and scoring challenges. And once again, if you want to post a score, you just scan the QR code. Takes you directly to the leaderboards. There's also direct links to every score input in the description of this video. Strategy is a key in World Cup soccer. Focus on advancing through cities, scoring goals, and triggering multi-ball for high-scoring rounds. And there you have it, the rules and features of William World Cup Soccer Pinball. It's a game that combines the fast-paced action of soccer with the excitement of pinball. There you have the games for this week's Retro Legends Arcade. Starting off with the legendary Nibbler. Be sure to check out the link in the description to Man vs. Snake. Fantastic movie about retro gaming and arcade games. And Nibbler. We'll be playing the AtGames Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pinball machine. Love the game. In VR, we're going to be playing World Cup Soccer. Fantastic game. Available on Pinball FX VR. Bonus arcade games include Shadow Dancer and the verse version of Super Mario Bros. I will see you on the leaderboard. Well, wait a minute. What? The arcade version of Super Mario Brothers? Okay, no one said anything. Let's try to keep this away from Nintendo. But yes, the verse version of Super Mario Brothers is on the leaderboards this week. So, everyone played the home version, but there's an arcade version of Super Mario Brothers called the verse version. So, check it out. It's on our leaderboards this week. Drop a score in the arcade version of Super Mario Brothers. Boom, there it is. Thanks for watching. As always, stay legit. Drop some scores on the Retro Legends Arcade. There you go. Let me get myself back on. Hello, there I am. Okay. So yeah, hopefully we didn't scare off Carlo. I hope he's still here. Great guy. Great guy. I've known him for a long time. He loves AtGames. You know, but you know, we all gotta have a little thick skin, you know. Yeah, the Steps Turbo show. That was a good stream. That was fun. Let me put the chat back on for right now. And this is an open forum, like I said, as long as it's not personal attacks. I do protect people by giving them wrenches, so no one's going to time anyone out. Where was that? And we'll jump into the news now. Let me check out my news clips. Let's see. Of course, if you haven't checked out my Turtles game review, it is up now. It's doing good. My my HDP video is going to be one of the top videos on the channel. It's grown exponentially since I put it up, and everyone acts like it doesn't exist, but it is the #1 video on that topic. And these are now in Sam's for $1,199. I would recommend, if you are interested in a Turtles machine, wait for Black Friday, get that $9.99. Also, the week 1 deals activate, which they have up to 70% off tables. So like rebuying tables is not that major of a deal. You know, they really give you a huge discount. And I was not that expensive, you know, to get the tables. This is just a little evidence of Papa Brad. This was last week's Flipper Friends. We had 2 of the most competitive tables ever in Flipper Friends. We had the 2 Elvira tables. We had Funhouse, Magic Castle, and Genie. I ended up coming in 3rd place. I'm kind of proud of it. This is one of my best finishes ever for Flipper Friends. I can't remember getting 3rd. It's been I don't even know. This might be one of my highest. So 3rd place finish this week with these games: Funhouse, Magic Castle, Deluxe. I did watch Jabba's video, and then I just kicked that game's butt. And shout out to Jabba for putting up streams of gameplay, because, you know, the fun part is to, you know, learn these games and really master them. And, you know, for all the hate it gets, I really do enjoy the Flipper Friends tournament, and they're going to change a lot with it coming up right now. They're going to make it where it's all the different AtGames products can play at the same time. So I have to read it. I'm going to put this up on the screen. I'm going to read it off of something else because that's too small for me to read. But I'll have that up so I can, let's see, where do I still have it? Yeah. Let's see. Okay, Season 1 kicks off with a hot new lineup. This week's games for Flipper Friends: Battle Flames, Wild Creatures, and explore the whimsical world of Dr. Seuss. Whether you're on a Legends 4K, HDP, or HD Pinball device, everyone competes together for the glory and the rewards. Play 1 or all 3 featured pinball tables now and rise up the pinball leaderboards. Compete for a chance to win AtGames gift cards. I'm not eligible for any of those because they send me stuff as for purpose of review. But I still like to play for competition. Competition is what it's all about for me. That's why I play competition for free. The Firefighter Wildlands, Zookeeper, Dr. Seuss ABC. So starts Friday, November 7th at 3 o'clock. Ends Thursday, November 13th at 11:59. Got a ton of winners are going to be given out. 10 winners will get $15 AtGames gift cards. 7 winners will get $10 gift cards. And then they have for the DPWR 3 winners total. One $30 randomly selected person. And then they give up someone that's ranked 101 to 500, and 1 to someone that is ranked 501 and above. But anyway, that's the new Flipper Friends. Let me get that off the screen. Let me see. Oh man, the chat's going crazy. Let me chime in here. Let me see what's going on. Let's see. Oh boy, let's see. Yeah, yeah. I like Carlo and I like Video Game Vegas. We got a $9.99 super sticker from Soggy Bankin. I know he hates my my super chat videos, so I won't run it, but thank you so much. Everything that goes, any donations for this show loses money every single week. This show loses money. So it will go towards helping to pay for the tournaments and the prizes I give out. But thank you so much. That does help. It is greatly appreciated. Yes, I do like I think the AtGames originals have been pretty solid so far. I would say they're some of the better tables for me. I think they've been very solid, you know. We have some people talking about Paul Minderman, who was on the Steps Turbo show. The Player of the Year thing is a cool feature. I mean, I can tell you my Player of the Year it's Mad Ben Hand. Yeah, he'd be my Player of the Year. I love Mad Ben Hand. He's a champion. He's very humble. He's very talented. He puts up videos of gameplay if you're an avid player of pinball, you can pick up a lot from watching a good player. Now, if you don't play a lot, it might be hard, but for people that play a lot, watching a top tier player, you can pick up a lot of tips from how they play the game. If you're used to watching pinball, I'm a huge virtual pinball fan. So my Player of the Year, I could tell you I would vote for Mad Ben Ham would be my Player of the Year, but we got people saying they liked Paul. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Super chat videos aren't dumb. I still don't need any credit. Yeah. Yeah. Well, my super chat videos are pretty spicy. So I'm going to pick one that's not spicy because anytime I get a chance to put Princess Leia in one of my streams, that's a plus. That's a plus. So let me pick one that's not too bad. I'm going to pick a mild one. Let me find a mild one. Let's see. I'm looking. This one's pretty cool. Let's watch this one. mikeyoon with some very fair and unexpected compliment to AtGames. It's nice you can enter the tournament now by just playing one of the 5 tables. Yeah, before you had to play all 5, and man, they would throw some dogs on you that you had to play. There were some great tables, but then they always had those ones that you just had to like suffer through. So I feel like this is a better route. Plus, everyone will be able to play the tables they pick. So I think it'll be a bigger pool of players, which means more competition. We got Soggy Bacon is agreeing. Mad Ben is absolutely amazing. He's so precise. And even when I got to play with him in Tomato Grass's Battle of the Streamers, just a really great dude. Very humble, very nice. And some fluke of absolute craziness, I ended up winning, but he was very gracious, a true sportsman. He shows what it's all about to be part of a virtual pinball community. So I would say Mad Ben Ham would be my pick. And there's a lot of good players that would be right in there. But just overall, I just love the guy. He's a great guy. Yeah, anytime I can squeeze some Slave Leia in there, I'm going to do that. Mad Ben is a good, nice guy and a great virtual pinball player. I do agree. Yeah, I don't think anyone would begrudge Mad Ben Hand being Player of the Year. I kind of agree. I think like he would be a shoo-in for the first one. But that's just my opinion. And there are a lot of great players in the community. And it's fun to see all the players show up each week, and play, But yeah, absolutely. Drop some scores in my tournaments, Video Game Vegas. I'd love to get you a nice prize. And I do enjoy doing this. This is kind of how I give back. I do produce videos, and some of them do pretty well. And this show is a loss. It's like a loss each month, but it's something I do because I love it. You know, if you're doing tournaments, you're not doing this to make money. This is something you got to do because you love to play. And you love to just have something that's free and that gives people a reason to play. A lot of us have these beautiful home arcades, but this gives you a reason to go in there and play some games a little bit more competitively for fun. And I think that's part of the fun, you know. That's why I started the Retro Legends Arcade. It's all based about the games. This is a picture of my X Arcade set up to play. I don't really care what you play on, but just take a picture of your game. All the arcade games are single quarter, so no continues. Just play on one quarter, get as far as you can. This is what I was reading from the Flipper Friends. AtGames pretty much puts all their current information on Facebook. If you want to find out what the latest, that's where they're going to drop news. This just tells you all the details about the Flipper Friends and how they're changing it to make it more inclusive. You know, I mean, the problem with only having the 4K tournaments is there wasn't as many players. So, I mean, playing with more players will be more challenging. So I always like a challenge. These are the tables coming up. I preliminarily just dropped a score. I'm in number 6 right now, but I just played one game of each. Some huge deals going on right now with X Arcade. They have 30% off with my code here. It's this is a really good code. It's a 30% off code. BFA TV 30. So if you're looking for an X Arcade, once again, all the stuff just gets put back in the pool for prizes for the show. Thank you so much for playing. I do agree. These two are pretty even. Like Tomato Grass. I mean, I love Tomato Grass. He's a great guy. He does a great show each week called The Wizard Room, and you know, it is good. He's a great player. I do enjoy watching The Wizard Room. Tournaments make you grind harder. Absolutely. You want to get good at playing games, you got to play with people that are good. You got to watch people that are better than you. That's how you pick up skills. You know, I'll watch a video from Mad Benny and I'll learn something. I'll watch Tomato Grass play live, or Chilada Love, or any of the other streamers that are really good players, and I can pick up tips from watching them play. You know, and you know, the elite players will teach you either directly by telling you what they're doing or by showing you through their gameplay, you know. Yes, I do agree. I'm not a fan of that. You know, they do not allow a lot of their things. They don't have any comments, and you know, but you know, maybe their official company, Arcade, maybe their official Facebook is not the place to air that out, you know. There are plenty of other Facebook groups for AtGames. There's the unofficial one. There's several different Facebook groups. So, yeah, it's Facebook is not supposed to be customer service, though. You know, and I agree they're struggling with that too. But you know, Black Tiger is amazing. It's one of Capcom's finest. So, we're ready to move to the next part of the show. You know what's coming up next. It's time to shout out all the players that played, the Warriors, the people that jumped into the arena, the people that put their quarters down. I let all voices speak here. And here's the thing, my leaderboard, you know, where are they at? You know, you want to call me names? Come beat me on my own leaderboard. It's open. I have not gatekept anyone. I don't hide my games behind a Discord and then ban people where they can't play. This is a completely open, free leaderboard with prizes. You know, Soggy Bacon is a top tier. Wingo, I see your name on the leaderboards. Thing is, you see the same people. They just shut up and they play. You know, we let our gameplay do the talking for us. You see me in the top 10 every week, so you know I'm a player, and that's who I respect. I respect the players, not the people that are full of hot air. You know, streaming in the middle of the day about products they're never going to buy, about stuff they don't care about to make money. I mean, this show is solely for gamers. If you're all about playing games, come join our leaderboard. You know, it's free. And you know, if you're a real hater, beat me on my own leaderboard. Where you at? Bring it on. And iron sharpens iron. Let's look at the players that played this week. All right, all right, all right. Shout out to the players that played this week. I am going to go over the individual scores. We're going to spin the wheel real quick. Let me get off this. Does everyone see the wheel? I have to go to a different screen to see this. Oh my goodness, we got all kind of ads going. Let me see. Let me go to the wheel. Where is it at? Hold on one second. Let me close these ads. Papa Brad is the most unprofessional YouTuber on YouTube, but I do this for the love, not for the money. So the wheel is up. I do see it. Yeah, all opinions are welcome here. Good luck, gamers. Let me read off the people that played. Some people played every game too, so shout out to the people that played across multiple. Some people played arcade games and the pinballs, which is incredible. But shout out to all the gamers that dropped scores this week. I got to switch screens. This is very difficult to do. Okay. Shout out to Jabba, Wingo, Soggy Bacon, Sacro, T. McCloskey, Dave LB, Bliss 2121, Dark Death Rider TV, Dan Ridge, Ballydern, me, Biggie D's Arcade, and Blissmond 1. Once again, everyone is welcome. This is not gatekept. It's completely open, free tournament. If you win, just get in touch with me, and I will get you a prize, something that you want, because this is about you. It's not about me. Okay. Jabba's giving me the green light. It's up. Good luck. And here we go. I'm going to spin it. Boom. Good luck, gamers. The winner is, yay, Wingo! Congratulations. You are the winner. You're the winner. Get in touch with me. I will put up a email where you could contact me. Or if you, I don't know if you've contacted me on Discord before, but I'll put up an email as well. So let me put that up real quick. I got too much stuff open. It's freaking out. Let's see. How do I get back to my stream? Okay. Remove that. Make me full screen. Congrats to Wingo. Great player. He's been playing in the tournaments for a long time. Great to see someone that plays win. And on this show, people that play are the people that win. Everyone's welcome to play. Yep, absolutely. Congrats. And let's take a look at the leaderboards. We had a ton of competition this week. And I have to switch screens yet again. Right here. That should be it. Share. Okay, let me see. Did we see scores? Yes, we do. I'm going to make myself smaller so it's bigger. Congratulations, Wingo. Well-deserved. Fantastic player. Fantastic gamer. New games are up. We got Ichabod Crane dropped a score in Turtles. We got Sacro dropped a score. Bliss 2121 dropped a score in VR probably in World Cup Soccer. Games of the week, Nibbler, the arcade game. First Super Mario's arcade. And Shadow Dancer. So we got a great list of games this week. We had a lot of competition. Man, that Rastan game, I could not catch up to Dark Death Rider TV, so congratulations. We'll start with that. Came in second. Sacro was right behind me. And T. McCloskey all played Rastan. Then we got the next game I'm going to look at. Let me scroll over here. Magic Castle, Soggy Bacon 1, Jabba 2nd, Bliss 2121, Dave LB, Ballydern, me, Wingo, T. McCloskey. Thank you everyone for playing. Star God Deluxe. This is a really fun table. Soggy Bacon taking the win. Jabba, number 2. Wow, look at that. Soggy Bacon and Jabba were both 1 and 2 on both of them. Jabba is the number 1 player that's playing using a PC. I don't know if it's shown on the screen, but you can see he used a PC. Soggy Bacon is the number 1 player on AtGames Pinball. That looks like a 4KP to me. So congratulations to both you guys. You're killing it. Number 1 PC, number 1 virtual. Number 1 PC, number 1 AtGames. Then we had Magic Castle, Bliss 2121. I'm sorry, what was it doing? Star God? Did I read everyone? I'm sorry, I got a train wreck here. Let's see. I think I did read Magic Castle. I'm Star God. Sacro was in 3rd place. Awesome. Then we had Ballydern. We had T. McCloskey, me, Wingo, Dave LB, Bliss 2121. And Safe Cracker we played. This was VR. Jabba with the number 1 score. Shout out to Jabba for the number 1 score. Jabba might be doing a VR only pinball tournament too, which I'll definitely be participating in. Bliss 2121, Dark Death Rider TV, Dan Ridge, Ballydern, me, Biggie D. Shout out to Biggie D. He's got a great channel. He's playing it on his X Arcade in a vertical setup. Beautiful setup. And we got Blissmond, all played, Safe Cracker. Thank you so much, everyone, for playing. And if I'm not ignoring the chat, I have to be on a different screen because it's just me here. So let's see. Yeah, I feel like the tournaments are growing. And once again, if I have like 10 people, like you go play like a small pinball tournament, it's not usually that many people anyway. So like if I get 10 or 20 people playing that are actual real gamers that have arcades, have home arcades, and they want to drop scores, I'm fine with that. This doesn't need to be huge. It's not about how big it is, just about having fun each week, having games to score chase. We got Carlo giving some congrats to Wingo. Rastan is a tough game. I found that out. I did get through the first boss, which I felt was really good. You can continue your way through it. So the trick is how far can you get with just a single quarter? That's the toughest part of the game. But it is a great arcade game. Definitely the original Rastan game is fantastic. Video Game Vegas says, when's Mikey? Mikey Yoon has an open invite. Whenever he wants to come on, he just needs to let me know. He has the open invite. He has keys to the front door. Anytime he wants to come in, he's welcome to join. So, and you know, Mikey Yoon does this all. He just does this for fun. He's not a YouTuber. He's just a guy. You know, he's just a guy that, you know, he plays pinball. And hopefully he gets his headset his controls needed some work. So hopefully he gets those fixed soon so he can get back in the swing of things. He has been playing an arcade tournament though. Yeah. Yeah. I have the same exact code that you have. Please use my code because my code does give a small percentage to this channel. And it's the exact same 30% code. So please use the code because it supports the Retro Legends Arcade and it helps supplement some of the costs of doing prizes. So if you're playing here and you're getting X Arcade, it'd be greatly appreciated if you drop one of my codes, the same 30% code. And I think they even have where you can get a sound bar. It's a pretty sweet deal. And I'm not really one to push affiliate links, but it does help pay for some of the stuff like the StreamYards that I use to run this stream. It helps supplement some of the prizes that I give out because YouTube pays you peanuts. You know, it makes it a little bit less of a loss. So, but if you can, you don't have to. But if you're buying one anyway, please support the channel. You know, it really does help. And you know, X Arcade has been a great company to work with. They've been very good about their affiliate links. They do support the show. If you buy a machine, it does help. So, That's enough. That's enough about that. Yeah. Shame you're not in the UK, Mike. It would have had you fixed up for you by now. And Jabba's pretty much a technical wizard. I mean, he's a computer wizard. So yeah, Video Game Vegas is welcome to come on too. If you want to come back on, just let me know. Video Game Vegas, you're always welcome on the show too. I like your opinions, your commentary. Carl O doesn't come on, but he would be welcome to come on. I think we need to have Video Game Vegas and Carl O on the same show. That would be a barn burner. But anyway, let's see. Let me get this off the screen now. So that's pretty much the show. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you. I appreciate all the great players that play every week. Make sure I think I got all my slides. Those were all of them. Yeah. But come play in our tournaments. Definitely you're welcome on the show anytime. Just let me know. Hit me up. You know how to get in touch with me. I love this product. I do actually really like the X Arcade. It's a fantastic product. It is good for that you can use it for a lot of different things. And it's really high quality. And they do listen to the feedback from the community. Highly recommend Kevgret's channel for X Arcade information. I cover X Arcade as well. Kevgret does it all for free. He will not take anything. He will not become an affiliate, but he's got a great channel. He really tells you all about the product. Kevgret has been involved in the firmware updates, which help everyone in the X Arcade community. And he does it all for free and for fun. Kevgret's a solid guy. And hopefully one day we can get him back on the show. Got to put the email address up for the prize. Absolutely. iarcadians@gmail.com. Contact me there. And we'll set up a prize for you. Congratulations, Wingo. And that's it. Yeah, it's the same code. They actually gave me the same code that they do with the discount. So why not use my code, help out the show a little bit. And that's it. So thank you so much for tuning in. Jabba's a trooper. It's 3:30 in the morning where he's at, and he's watching the Retro Legends arcade show. I mean, that is a heck of a compliment. Thank you so much. So we did not get the 5 super chats, but I'm gonna give you what you would have got. Let's do the Retro Legends Babe to close us out. End the show on a high note. Retro Legends Babe, here she comes. Glasses are going to start fogging up. Who will it be?